Good day everybody, Vic here from V-Drive, bringing it to you 2025 Nissan Rogue SV. New body style Nissan. It's an amazing looking vehicle, to be very honest. I'm not a huge Nissan fan with any shape or form, but you know what? After looking at this vehicle and spending a few hours with it, I really feel that it has there's a few good things and there's some bad things, or I would say not so good things that I don't really like. But let's just start looking at this iconic front end design. Blacked out finish right here, chrome in between, Nissan logo slapped right in the middle, block heater right here, functional air vents at the bottom, at the front, and on the side right here as well, which makes it looking really cool. Now, if you'll come at the back right here, look at this front end camera right here. That is your front collision, your adaptive cruise, your steering assist. That camera, that's what it's for. And for what you pay for this vehicle, which is 38 grand, it actually makes sense, right? Now, come on the side right here, I want to show you something. What Nissan did is they have these nice blacked out with the aluminum brush rims, as you can see, 18 inches. You can also go 1 inch higher with the SV Midnight or the bigger models there. All season tires, what you get from the factory. Now, if you'll come closer, you will see inside here, to protect your vehicle from any kind of rust and stuff, you have this thick plastic material that they slapped in. Now, usually that's a cost-cutting tool for some brands. Some brands, like for example GM or something, what they do is they actually go with the acoustic liner to make your vehicle a little bit more sound deadening. But what I've heard based on the news from Nissan this year, they have done a better job with the grade of steel that they have installed, which is pretty cool. Now, you have nice lights right here for your turn signals. There is a blind spot detection, blacked out design right here, then of course merged with the Summit white color, as you can see, blacked out molding at the down below right here for your side skirts, and obviously blacked out molding right here to prevent your vehicle for catching any kind of rust. Now, your top side rails are here, and if your plan is to put cross rails, that is the high possibility as well. You can definitely do so. Come at the back. Let me show it to you. You're not going to miss the iconic boxier, an older style trunk, what you can see. If you look at right here, you can relate that the 2018-2019 style had a similar look at the back as well. Now, the big thing is that you still have all-wheel drive. There is a front-wheel drive function that you can get. The specific one is all-wheel drive. We live in Edmonton, in Canada, so we need all-wheel drive with all the snow, right? Obviously, your rear mirror with the defogger on it, rear wiper there too, rear end sensors, power tailgate here. Look at this, plenty of space right here. This is what you get from the factory. If you want to hide your Christmas, gifts and stuff like that, you can pull this vanity shade. You can move it all the way back. You have extra space right here. Now, the weird part that actually that I feel really weird about is you can't really lift this up. You'll have to pull this. Now, it's all clunky space here. You'll have to move it all around, right? That is where your donut is. Obviously not the same size. It is a little bit smaller. You have that weird bar at the back right here too. And yeah, that's about it. There is nothing special about it, right? But some of the brands, what they do is they usually put like a shade at the back, which you can actually fold. In this one, you literally just have to pull the whole thing back. So I don't really see the purpose behind it. Not really. It actually, takes your daily functionality away, but that's just what it is. All right, let's take a look at the engine here now. Wipers, I already talked about it. You can finish that here it is. Here is your 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, variable compression turbo, that puts out 201 horsepower and 225 pound-feet of torque through the CVT transmission. Now, some of you will look at this CVT transmission as, I don't know if I'm sure about this or not. Some of you might be like, what about this 1.5 turbo? Do you really feel confident with it? Not gonna lie, if you're gonna go for a test drive, and you'll feel it too. It's not as bad as you think. I just spent some time with the vehicle. It has decent enough power. Now, if you are somebody who likes to have a little bit of a more push with the V6 engine, you want to step on the pedal, you want your vehicle to go, it's definitely not that, but it's still not bad as you thought. right? It has decent enough oomph in it too, right? But one thing I would like to mention is the way the smaller engines are placed. It's way too shaky. It's shaking way too much, which to me, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic of any sort, but I would like to say that I haven't seen many engines that shake like this, which is kind of weird to me. But I'll let you guys decide what's good for you guys. But one thing I would like to mention, that even though the engine is shaking a lot over here, when you're sitting inside, you don't actually feel that, which is good thing actually. One more thing I would like to mention, which I haven't seen in any of the other vehicles that I have reviewed in the past. Of course, you have a tent at the back you can see. To you, it's going to be like just a normal tent. Come inside, I want to show you something. Can you see that right now? It's like a darker tint. It's almost like that, like blur material, just like your phone screen has, so that it can protect you from UV lights. That's a kind of a coating or the tint that they have provided. I hope you're able to see it. With the naked eye, all I can see is a darker yellowish, a lighter yellowish shade that I can see on the from the inside here, which is pretty cool actually. All right, here we are at the back seats here now. You have cloth seats in this specific one with this weird material. It's a polymer material. I can't really speak on that. You have USB-C ports at the back here too. Since it's an all-wheel drive, you have this bump at the bottom here too. So if you're truly planning on putting 3 people at the back, make sure that 2 adults. My front seat is all the way back. Obviously, my knees are touching. It's pretty normal anytime I sit in a car. But if you are driving normally like a normal person, you know what? You'll have more space at the back. You do have your cup holder space here if you do not have anybody in the middle, but if there is a kid traveling with you, it would be great. If not, stepping over here and sitting in the middle will be a little bit tough. Part of the panoramic roof, you will still have a lot of sunlight coming inside, which is pretty cool, right? It's decent enough, not gonna lie. Will I buy this vehicle? I'm not sure, but it's nice. It's not that bad, right? Please come at the front. I want to show you a few things there as well. So we're on the driver's side right now. You had the fully powered seats on the driver's side in this specific model, but on the passenger side, it's fully manual operated. Your mirrors are all powered, as you can see right here. They're not power folding or anything like that, nothing special. You have autopilot mode right here. You have auto shut off for your engine right here, and obviously the button to open up your tailgate too. If you look at my steering wheel right here, it's flat bottom, which gives it a little bit of a sportier feel. Leather wrapped fully. You have paddle shifters at the back as well, and you have obviously your cruise control, your distance set up for 1 car, 2 car, or 3 car gap as well, which is pretty cool. I also want to point out one more thing, which I figured out after spending some time. The motor inside the door is actually shaking the whole door. Look at this. So as soon as I'm going bottom or up, the whole door is actually vibrating, which to me feels weird. Is the door super light despite the fact that they changed the grade of the steel? What are your thoughts on that? Look at this. And as soon as it closes, it makes a louder noise. I'm going to actually put my mic towards it and have you guys feel it so you can see. Look at this. It's kind of weird. And the whole door shake is kind of obnoxious. And I have a weird question for you guys. One thing I'm not able to figure out about this car is, what is this thing actually? What is this for? If you guys know, please let me know. I would love to know about this. I want to point out on the screen that Nissan has provided. It is a full touch screen. It's not that responsive. As you can see, there is definitely a little bit of a lag. It has Bluetooth in it. It has USB and all that. Some buttons at the bottom too. But one big zonk I have seen is, this is 2025. All the vehicles have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is all wireless. In this one, it is all wired. And the only option you have, since it's 2025, is actually connected with the USB-C ports only. You do have a DC port if you want to charge your phone faster, but that's about it. There's a little bit of a compartmental storage here too, to throw your coins and stuff in. Even though my friend who I bought a car from, she didn't really do that. You have cup holders here. Nothing crazy, but you do have separate different modes here too for your vehicle, right? Like a snow mode, off-road and stuff like that. Now, some of you might think that putting this vehicle into the off-road mode is going to change anything, but it's not. It's not going to tune your suspension or anything like that, right? You do have actual buttons for your heated seats, heated steering wheel, or your climate control system. But you know what? On the scale of 1 to 10, it's not that bad. I will rate it right around that 7.5 based on what you get with this vehicle and what you pay, which is $38,000. It's not that bad. But yeah, let's just go for a quick drive and show it to you how it handles. So here we are inside the 2025 Nissan Rogue SV, right? Let's just quickly go for a quick test drive and show it to you how it handles. There are a few things I would like to touch upon actually. First of all, let's look at that, your wiper blades there. When you actually turn on your wiper blades, the water comes out of the wipers. It looks pretty cool actually. What that tells me is even though the car is well priced in the market, those wiper blades are going to cost you a little bit more than the regular wiper blades. And the great thing is that this type of technology, you only see it in Mercedes S-Class, right? Where the wipers doesn't really have like 1 or 2 nozzles, it has like 6 nozzles. As soon as you clean it, right, the whole water comes out and it just washes away, right? Now, check out one more thing. You have full panoramic sunroof, which I'm gonna just open it up for you. Now, it's not really a traditional panoramic sunroof. Usually, with the panoramic sunroof, the front portion slides on top of the sunroof. In this one, it goes under. Look at this. It goes under the reverse, like the behind, the back pane there, which is kind of weird, which I'm still trying to understand. And there's like this big rubber on the side and obviously a bug deflector there, because if you're driving down the highway, you don't want rocks or bugs to come inside. Pretty cool design in my opinion, but let's just see how the vehicle handles, right? We'll go from there then. All right, let's just see how it handles. It feels pretty smooth, 3-cylinder, 1.5 liter engine, right? Feels really cool actually. And the rest we will test it and see how it goes actually. One complaint that I have heard people talking about with the Nissan Rogue is that the vehicle is quite noisy, right? Which can be the case in the previous year models, but this year I can feel that they actually did a lot of great job with the sound deadening and the materials inside. It's not as noisy, and obviously if there is a really windy day outside, you're gonna feel every single thing around you, right? The Pro Pilot mode is here. I'm gonna set my cruise to, let's say, 70, and here it is. Let's just see how it handles. Blind spot detections are pretty cool. Regular triangle, orange on the side, and I'm gonna let the car do its job there. If you will see right here, it's pulling me in, which is pretty neat feature actually. A lot of the brands, they have a level of lane assist feature. This one has a little bit more than that. It has like a steering assist. So if I'm going out or going on the quick lanes around, it's gonna help me with that. Obviously, you still have to hold the steering wheel because it's not gonna do it all the time. It has like a specific timer there, slowing it down by itself. So if you are somebody like a few of my friends that I'm associating with these days, because none of you guys or my friends want to actually touch their gas pedal or brake pedal, this is the feature that's for you actually. Okay, let me just try to jump the line and see what it does. I'm gonna try to do it one more time. Look at this. Steering wheel is vibrating and it pulled me in. Pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. One thing I'll have to mention that Nissan is doing a fairly good job with their vehicles, even though the fact that they're actually struggling these days with the bankruptcy issues or all the things that are coming at them. You know, merger went wrong with the Honda or didn't go through, but they're still doing a good job. Can they invest a little bit more on aesthetics and the technology, like the screens and stuff? Of course they can, because based on a similar price, you can also get a better technology in the GMC Terrain, Chevy Equinox, stuff like that. But if you're talking what you're getting for this $38,000 vehicle in Canada right now, it's not that bad, honestly. You get decent enough feature. Blind spot detection is there. You have a remote starter. Where's my remote? Here's my remote. The remote starter is there, right? And I would also like to mention that with all the features that you're getting in this one and not the inflated price like Toyota RAV4, this might be a better deal than that. Again, other than the fact that if you're a hardcore Toyota guy, I can't really do anything for you, right? In that case, you'll have to just talk yourself out of the Toyota mindset. But overall, it's pretty cool. Let's just do a quick pull here and see how it handles. And wow. Eventually it's gonna pass 100 kilometers an hour speed, which is not bad. The little turbo is definitely doing its job. I'm not complaining. It's pretty nice actually. But I wish that Nissan would have done a better job with maybe like a fully digital screen instead of the analog screen. Maybe that could have been better. But that's okay. For what you pay, you're getting a decent enough deal. But with that, that's all I have to say about the vehicle and overall test drive. If there is any specific vehicle you want me to review on my channel, please let me know. Please drop a comment below, and if you have any questions, let me know as well. And most importantly, please do not forget to subscribe. I don't want to miss you for my next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.